How you doing, everyone? It's Jamie G back here again. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. What I'm covering today is how to take your idea from concept to launched product in a very short space of time. I'm going to help you map out exactly what you need to go through and the exact steps that you need to take in order to basically take a concept that's in your head and then produce a digital product out of it. Something that I've been working on for a long time, and I finally launched my first product recently. And now that I've gone through that process, I want to basically try to help expedite that process for you. So I'm just going to jump on my laptop. I'll see you guys in a minute. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Jamie G back here again. Thank you very much for joining me. So as I said, what I'm going to go through is basically a way for you guys to take an idea or a concept that you've been thinking about and turning that into a digital product, and the steps that you need to go through in order to make that happen. Now, for those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Jamie G. I cover internet marketing, affiliate marketing, how to get started online, and pretty much all things digital. So if that's of interest to yourself, I'd love to have you guys join me. Feel free to hit the subscribe button and smash that bell icon to stay up to date with everything I'm going to be putting out. Alrighty, so basically, just to give you a bit of background as to why I'm putting this whole video together, the very abbreviated version of the story is that roughly about a year ago, what are we today, March? Yeah, let's call it about a year ago, I was chatting to one of my seven-figure affiliate mentors, and I was kind of trying to work out, look, you guys are earning this much cash. Like, it's ridiculous how much cash you are earning. And I am not in that position just yet. I've been following affiliate marketing for so many years. It's ridiculous. Basically started getting exposed to digital marketing back in as early as 1997. So I have had all this exposure. I've learned a whole bunch of stuff. I've had little trickles here and there, and admittedly, that's in large part due to me basically having shiny object syndrome, not really paying attention to any singular one thing and sticking with it. And basically, the advice given was, look, you need to produce your own content and you need to produce your own product. And basically, there's two reasons why. One is, of course, when you sell your own product, you make money, right? So great. And secondly, if you can sell your product, you are then creating a list of people that have bought something from you, that you've provided value to, that have actually exchanged money with you, and in exchange for information and quality products. So that means that if you then go to recommend something else to those people, they are 10 times more likely to take up your recommendation versus, say, someone who's just kind of found you on the internet and decided, oh, this guy shot, whatever type of thing, you know what I mean? So anyway, that's the whole process. So I started thinking about this. I found something, I put a case study together, and I actually went through the first part of it really rapidly. And then it wasn't until about a month and a half after that, I faced a massive setback where the case study that I was working on, I won't even go into it. It's just I'm still working on that. It's still a little side project I'm hoping will come to fruition. Basically, the short version of the story is that didn't actually work, and I got scammed basically really bad. And my pride is still recovering from that as we speak. Anyways, I don't want to talk about that. So anyway, fast forward, and I finally decided, okay, I need to get a product together. How do I do that? So I created my own product. And if you've been following my channel for a little while, it has been live for a little while now. It's going pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it. It's converting at just over 9% and nearly 20% on the back end as well. So I've got an upgrade, a traffic upgrade for people to learn how to basically drive more traffic to their offers and that sort of stuff, and that's converting at nearly 20%. It's just shy of that at the moment, which is pretty damn cool. So I'm pretty happy with it, and it's my first launch, so can't really sneeze at it. But anyway, sorry, I'm rambling a little bit, but the whole reason why I'm mentioning all this is because there's a way that you can shortcut that whole process. And like I say, for me, it took nearly 8 months from, actually it was a year from when I thought, I need to create my own product, to basically then another 4 months went by where I was wasting time on another case study that didn't work, to eventually starting the process to create my own product. And I just decided, you know what, I just need to get it out there. I don't care if it's still full of holes. It just needs to be out there, and I'm going to put it out there and see what happens. And it's worked out really well ever since. So Anyway, the point being is that there is a process that you go through, and I can assure you it seems so tricky when you first start getting into this. But once you start going down that path, and once you have done it once, I know that I'll be able to smash out my next product really, really quick. I just need to get a couple of case studies together for it. But other than that, it should be pretty damn straightforward as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, I'm just going to talk you through these, and you've probably been reading the screen while I've been rambling on. So thank you so much for sticking with it. But anyway, the first part. Number one, map out the steps it took you to grow your business. So, assuming that you've got, I'm going to use two scenarios here. One is you've got an existing business or an existing case study, would be the other way of putting that. So, the reason why this video was basically came to fruition as well, just really quickly, is a lady in my Facebook group. She sells digital products on Etsy, and the business sounds pretty damn cool. It takes a bit of monitoring every other day, and other than that, she wants a new challenge. She wants to learn affiliate marketing. So I said, look, tell you what, I'll put a video together, and these are the steps that I gave her in my group. So if you do want to join my group, there is always a link below every single video of mine pointing you towards my group if you're interested. You can get free tips and guidance on affiliate marketing and digital marketing, all that sort of stuff as well. But anyway, before I digress, so I said, you need to map out basically your own case study. Now, if you don't have a case study, is there something that you can think of? Is there something that you can perhaps produce that shows that something works? And the thing is, I think a lot of people get really hung up on this because they think, well, I'm not really an expert in anything. I'm not an expert in anything. I know a whole bunch of stuff about a whole range of stupid topics, but in reality, I wouldn't consider myself an expert in any one particular topic. So the thing is that I just know a little bit more than the person behind me. So imagine that you are brand new to affiliate marketing, just for argument's sake, and you've never even heard that term before. You kind of associate it with something online, maybe, or whatever, but you don't really know what it is. But imagine that 3 weeks later, you go by and you've been learning and reading all this stuff. Now imagine the person that is 3 weeks behind you, they don't know what the hell's going on. So if you start producing content based on what you've learned so far, that then gives you credibility and authority because that much more than the person that's just starting 3 weeks prior. And I know it seems a bit kind of rudimentary to look at it like that, but it's the honest truth that you may not think you have anything to offer, but the truth is you do have so much to offer. You are so much further ahead in what it is you're trying to produce versus the person that is just starting that. And that's the thing, you need to kind of change your mindset a little bit on that one. I did, at least anyway, and I think it would be important. So first one, map out the steps it took you to grow your business or to produce your case study. So obviously you need a case study first, right? Now you need to do map out each module as well. So I don't recommend big long videos like I'm trying to avoid with this one, although it probably will end up going quite long. I apologize. But bite-sized chunks, like 4 to 10 minutes, 4 to 15 minutes per module. And it can be just as simple as, this is how you create your account in this place, and this is how you do that, and this is where I get this information from. So you just map it out, like, okay, cool, this is chapter 1 or module 1, module 2, 3, 4, 5, and you kind of just list those steps down. And then all you need to do is just map out what you need to include in each one. So just write it down in a notepad, or if you use something online, whatever works well for you, just map that out. And that way you've got a framework. You already know, okay, great, that's the core part of what I'm going to produce. You also need to think of, are there any resources that you can provide? So something that's going to add and increase value. So a PDF guide, I guess like a done for you, a bonus of some kind, something that's going to help complement the actual core product itself. Is there any external links you can suggest people go to? Are there any people on Fiverr, for example, that you've used before that you say, look, this guy does this really well, use him for your logo creation or something like that, he's awesome, something like that. Yeah, so think about those things as well. Recording your videos, look, it's really straightforward. There is a whole bunch of resources out there. I use something called, what have I got here? I think it's called Screencast, for Screencast for it's like a year or something like that. And there are other ones, as Screencast-O-Matic. There is what I don't know. There's heaps of them. There's many, many, many options out there. So don't overthink it that much. Basically, sit down in front of your computer and start recording your modules. Take a few practice runs. It is very nerve-wracking, I must admit. But that brings me to my next point as well, is that you don't have to show your face on camera. In fact, if you don't want to go down that path, you can actually hire this out. You can get someone on Fiverr that will basically narrate a video or record a video. And if you don't want to show your face, but you're okay with your voice, then you can set up Google Slides. You can just record your screen doing that. You don't have to show your face like I do. It's really up to you. You do have a whole bunch of options there. You're not restricted. Think outside the box. Don't let that be a barrier to you moving forward. And you know what? You don't even need to create a video. If you decide a video course isn't what you want to do, then that's fine. Just do an ebook. That's fine. And if you don't want to write an ebook, that's fine. Just record it on your voice and get someone to translate it, or use, as I've mentioned before in a number of my videos, Google Docs will actually automatically record what you're speaking to it anyway, and then you can just get someone to edit that, or even edit it yourself. That's the course all done, nice and easy, right there, right? Anyway, that's it. What else? Your sales funnel. So of course, you will need a way to sell it. Okay, so you can't just have, okay, great, there's my course, great, I'm done, awesome. So you do need a way to sell it, and you can have that as part of a membership site. If you're using videos, you just have something that delivers the course, whatever. Thankfully, these days there are a whole bunch of really cheap alternatives. So the two that I use in particular at the moment are Builderall. I've plugged that for Adam Finitum on my channel. Have a look through. It is an amazing resource. It's amazing source. That's a new word. I've just made it up. Jamie G exclusive. So it's an amazing source. Hashtag source. And basically, it's for $49.90 a month. Basically, you get everything. It's a whole digital suite of tools. It's really cool. Anyway, check that out. I'm not here to plug that. It's an option. The other one I do use, which is again, it is amazing to use. It's so easy, and it will, compared to using, say, ClickFunnels, for example, which is like minimum $1,200 a year. This will be maybe $200 to $300. It's called Thrive Architect, and it is awesome. Again, now here's the thing: if you're thinking, oh, this all sounds too complex. What am I doing? You're on a shoestring budget. Believe it or not, you can actually get this done on Fiverr or Upwork or Guru.com or any of those sort of sites, usually for about $40 US. And you can say, look, I just want a funnel, and I want an upsell and a downsell page, and I want a delivery page, and I want just an opt-in page if you decide to send your own traffic to it as well. Yeah, so don't overthink it. It seems complex when you're looking at it, but actually it's not that complex. I did it the hard way, and I created my own. I did use Builderall, but I kept tweaking and editing and doing all sorts of stuff and readjusting the copy and adding buttons, and I made it way more complex than I needed to. So yeah, it was tricky for my first go. It doesn't need to be that way though. I've since learned, after I've done it. But anyway, that's one thing. So you do need a sales funnel, you do need a membership site, something to host it on, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so that's the whole point. You do need an autoresponder. Okay, so the whole point, and depending on what your purpose is of creating the asset, for me, I'm looking to basically build my email database of buyers, people that have actually bought something off me and have got value from that. And so therefore I'm giving 100% commission away to my affiliates that do join up and start promoting my product. Now, you can click a link below this. I will leave a link for that, so you can join up as a JV or as an affiliate if you choose to. Again, I'm not trying to plug this. It's more about for you guys to think about what you're wanting to do. Now, the other thing is, of course, without an autoresponder, you've got no way of following up with both your people that have bought the course. You've got no way of following up on the lead. So the people that don't buy it in the first instance, they might just opt in to get a free PDF, that guide or something that you've created. So there's all these things to think about. And again, I know it seems complex, but like literally, if you just go through step by step, okay, this is what I need to do now. This is what I need to do now. And once you start getting the material together, then it's just a matter of combining all that other stuff. And again, I know it seems, when you're reading it on paper here in front of you, you're probably thinking, this is crazy. What the hell is this guy talking about? But it doesn't have to be that complex at all. Yeah. So anyway, just have a think about that. You do need an autoresponder. Again, get responses with my autoresponder of choice. Have a link, look below. Can you offer an upsell of some kind? So the way to take a product that is, say, for example, $8 or $12 or even $50 or $100 or whatever, is the way to make that into a five or six figure launch, or even a 5 or 6 figure business, or even a 7 or 8 figure business, is that there is a value ladder. I've spoken about this recently in one of my other videos, but it's basically the concept that if you're able to provide a certain amount of value by on the front end, so the very initial offer that you're showing someone and they buy that, then they are 10 times more. I don't know what the facts are, it's probably not 10 times, but they are so much more inclined to take up another offer if you display an offer that's really, really valuable. So to give you an example, so for my product that I just launched, the front end is basically just how to grow your email address, your email list really, really rapidly using a secret traffic source. Anyway, that's basically the crux of it. But then the upsell for me was an additional 10 ways to drive traffic to your offers, to your affiliate links, to your CPA offers, your blogs, all that sort of stuff. So it's incredible value, and that's just $17. So therefore, if you're providing something on the front end, for me, I'm selling the front end for $6.95. You're not going to make $1 million out of selling something for $6.95, but then when you basically have that back end where people are buying that, that's where the money's going to come from. Yeah. So think about that. There's something you can offer: coaching, group coaching, additional resources, done for you solutions, a PLR as in private label rights. That's something I'm actually giving away for free as part of my funnel. So the user can swipe my entire funnel from me and then upload it as their own product if they choose to. Things like that, just something to think about. And probably the last thing you do need to consider is, are you going to have this as a standalone product, or is it going to be part of an affiliate network? Okay, so just something to think about. There's no hard or fast rule. There's no one's better than the other, anything like that, as far as I'm concerned. I chose to list with Warrior Plus for my first first product, just quite simply because I know a lot of people there, and I know it's got some great affiliates, and a lot of the mentors that I've had over the years also suggest going with Warrior Plus. It's quite easy as your first product to chuck it up on there. Having said that, you've also got other ones like JV Zoo. You've also got ClickBank. There's other ones like Share a Sale, Commission Junction, even Max Bounty. I know it's CPA, but they do offer those types of products as well. What else? There's a whole bunch of them out there, right? So don't overthink that part of it too much, but it's just something for you to kind of consider. Are you going to have a private agreement? And you can use things like, say, ClickFunnels Backpack, I believe it's called. I don't actually use ClickFunnels anymore, but there are other softwares out there that will allow you to manage all your affiliates, things like that. So are you going to do it that way, or do you even want affiliates at all? Do you want to just reap all the benefits and sell a kind of a higher price course yourself, which you're more than entitled to do, of course. You can sell that for $50 or $100, $200, whatever you like, maybe $1,000, depending on what value you're actually able to provide people along the way. So that's it. That is mapping out your course. And I know some of it probably sounds quite complex, and you probably think I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff. And to be honest, I probably am. But it's just to give you a bit of a guideline, so that way when you're looking at this whole thing and you're kind of working out, all right, how is it that there's some people that are able to make a whole bunch of cash online, and then others that don't? And the difference is the ones that make a whole bunch of cash are usually those that have their own products, if not the multitude of products that they've released over the years. And they either relaunch the same product with a couple of different bells and whistles, and or it's an evergreen product like a software, and that just grows and grows and grows, or they just create a new product each and every time and they just release that type thing. So it's just something for you guys to think about. Like I say, a lot of this just comes down to taking action. I know I know it's so cliche, and it really is. It's just like I say, it took me a year to get to where I am now, and I'm not a millionaire yet. It's on the way though, I must admit. But the path is a hell of a lot clearer now, and especially that I've gone through this process once. I now know, okay, I get it. I know what the go is. I think I can do this again. This is cool. So anyway, it doesn't have to be that complex, and I do sincerely hope that if you are even remotely passionate, and if you are remotely, I guess, an expert, or you know something about some particular topic, try and work out a way that you can turn that into a product. You'd be surprised at what you can achieve as a result of that. But anyway, my name is Jamie G. I just want to say thank you so much for joining me here for this video. Of course, if you did get any value out of it, please hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.